In a record-breaking year on the stock market, the CEOs of some of the world's leading companies saw their compensations surge, all while their employees saw more modest gains. That's according to a new analysis. And the median pay package for the CEOs they examined, take a look here, compensation packages rose to $17.1 million in 2024. That is a nearly 10% increase over the previous year. That is according to a new analysis by the Associated Press. Meanwhile, the median employee saw a nearly 2% increase, bringing their pay to more than $85,000. Quite a discrepancy right there. And joining us now is one of the authors of this piece, Paul Harloff. He is the global markets editor for the Associated Press. Paul, thank you very much for joining us. Just how significant was this jump in compensation for CEOs last year? And how does it compare to previous years?
So this was a nearly 10% increase versus last year was 12.3%. To show the discrepancy between what the CEO is making and what the workers at their companies are making, companies are required to report what's known as the a pay ratio, which is a comparison between the CEO's pay package for a year and what the median pay was for a worker at the company. And the pay ratio for the median pay ratio for 2024 by our survey was 192. And to put that in perspective, that means that at half the companies in our survey, the average worker or the median worker would have had to work 192 years to make what the CEO made in one.
Well, given all of this, who were some of the top earners at the CEO level last year? Who stood out to you in your research?
So the top package went to Rick Smith, who is the CEO of Axon Enterprises, which you might know better as the maker of tasers and body cameras. Lawrence Culp, who's the CEO of what is now GE Aerospace, earned about 87, or I should say was awarded a package valued at $87 million. He oversaw the breakup of, the conglomerate General Electric into 3 companies last year. And Tim Cook at Apple was third in our survey with a package worth about $74 million.
Yeah, what's $1 or $2 million, give or take, whenever you're talking about those kinds of numbers, right? But Paul, we see that really large jump in CEO pay. I think I know the answer to this, but could we see that trend reach the rest of us, the average employees?
Well, we actually, I'll give a plug. We have an interactive on apnews.com/business where you can plug in your salary and compare it and see how many years it would take you to make what some of the CEOs at these companies make. I would say the answer is probably no.
All right. Well, on that note, Paul Harloff, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.